My name is Leslie Song, and I'm really interested in law and learning more about the legal careers and looking for more hands-on experience. Around what age did you start seriously thinking about your career or what kind of work you wanted to do?
I think in eighth grade, seventh grade, I thought I was gonna have a comic store shop, play Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Magic cards. And then eventually in high school, I thought I was gonna do interior design. And then in college, I thought I was gonna be a professor, and then eventually pursued law. And then after practicing law for several years, now we're doing YouTube. You can't really ever predict what the future will bring.
I was wondering if you had any advice for how I could find more opportunities in legal internships as a high school student.
It's nearly impossible as a college student, let alone a high school student, right? But high school students and college students can definitely do a lot of different volunteer and intern work at all these different organizations. And you might not go in as a legal secretary, legal clerk, a legal intern, but they need all sorts of help. So as long as you get your foot in the door to any of these organizations, I think doing that would give you a glimpse into what the practice of law is really like.
I've been doing internships, but I want to focus more on the research side, but it's been very difficult to find opportunities with legal research.
If you're not part of organization or any case, if I were you and I just want to learn and grow, I would challenge you to actually study the first year curriculum of law school. There are kids who at 16, 18 years old, pass the California bar exam. If they can do it, so can you. Why not try to master the first year curriculum of what you're gonna be challenged with at law school? And you have the benefit of AI to your advantage. If you don't understand, ask AI to explain it to you. And then once you understand the first year curriculum in law school, then maybe use AI and try to improve it. In law school, you're taught what is the current law. But why don't you try to say, well, how can it be improved for the next 50 years? Whatever your answer may be, you will probably be wrong. But that experience and your confidence would probably carry you so much farther than any research assignment any lawyer would give you.
I was also interested in hearing your thoughts about what you think about all the immigration issues and with ICE, as this is a really big issue in our communities right now.
I think immigration is suffering a big overhaul, both on the USCIS, the government side, improving cases, the consulate side, improving visas, naturalization, ICE, the border, as well as the airport, CBP officers, as well as immigration judges. So I feel like every faction of immigration in our system is being challenged and really stretched. You know, as we see how things play out in the next 2, 3, 4 years, this might lead to a really big immigration reform. And if it doesn't, and there's no substantive change, then legal and illegal immigration will ultimately collapse.
So how did you decide that law interested you the most?
What really drew me to the practice of law is being able to make an immediate difference here and now, this day, this week, this month, right? People are in dire situations, and with the right legal help, they can find a way out. Being able to directly change the trajectory of their life, I feel like very few professions have that. I enjoy that very much.
So looking back, is there anything you wish someone had told you for an advice before starting your career?
Before I started my career, I wish somebody would have told me that there are so many other skills that are just as important, if not more important, than the study of law itself. I spent a lot of time studying law, passing the bar exam, but I didn't really start to study leadership and management and business and finance until many, many years after I became a lawyer. And all of those skill sets are so important as well. If somebody was just about to go to law school or go to college, I would really recommend just studying the substantive knowledge that the courses teach you is maybe 20-30% of what's really going to impact you for the rest of your life. Study it to the point of passing the test, improving your logic and your writing and your analysis. That's important. That's a skill that is fundamental. But in order to thrive, having a basic logical capability, having basic ability to articulate your thoughts is not nearly enough. And so exposing yourself to all these other things that are really important, whether by networking, whether by mentorship, whether by coaching, but all of those things will ultimately be the things that set you apart.
Is there another specific advice you would like to tell your younger self?
Remember that as hard as it is now, as what you're experiencing, your future self would trade everything and give up all the power and wealth and achievements just to travel back in time to relive what they're going through right now, because they are on their way to achieving everything that they want. And it's the journey and it's the story that matters.